Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something truly special, a pickup that's got everyone buzzing with excitement. It's the 2026 Chevrolet 3100 vintage pickup, a stunning blend of retro charm and modern performance that's bringing back the iconic style of the 1950s with a 21st century twist. Chevrolet has taken a bold step by reviving this classic nameplate, and I can't wait to walk you through every detail of this beauty. From its head-turning exterior to its tech-packed interior, powerful performance, and pricing, we're covering it all. Plus, I'll share some suggestions for potential buyers, so buckle up and let's get started with this incredible ride. First, let's talk about the exterior, starting with the front. The moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Chevy 3100, it's like stepping back in time, but with a modern edge. The front grille is a showstopper-wide, chrome-heavy, and unmistakably inspired by the original 3100 from the late 1940s and early 1950s. Those bold horizontal slats and the iconic Chevy body sitting proudly in the center scream vintage cool. The headlights are a perfect mix of old and new. They're round, giving that classic vibe, but packed with modern LED technology for crisp, bright illumination. The bumper is beefy yet sleek, with a polished chrome finish that complements the grille. You can tell Chevrolet put a lot of thought into keeping the retro aesthetic authentic while adding just enough contemporary flair to make it feel fresh. Whether you're parked at a car show or cruising through town, this front end demands attention. Moving to the side profile, the 2026 3100 continues to impress with its timeless silhouette. The long hood and short cab design are straight out of the classic playbook, but the lines are slightly sharper, giving it a refined look. The curves around the fenders are smooth and muscular, hinting at the power under the hood. You've got those iconic rounded wheel arches that frame the available 18 or 20-inch alloy wheels, which are designed to look like vintage hubcaps, but with a modern, polished finish. The side steps, available in chrome or blacked-out finishes, make hopping into the cab a breeze while adding to the truck's rugged charm. One detail I love is the subtle pinstriping option. It's a nod to the custom paint jobs of the 1950s and adds a touch of personality. You can also opt for two-tone paint schemes, like a creamy shoreline beige with a contrasting black roof, which really makes this truck pop. From this angle, it's clear this pickup is built to turn heads while staying true to its roots. Now, let's check out the back. The tailgate is a work of art, featuring embossed Chevrolet lettering that pays homage to the original 3100. It's simple yet bold, with a clean design that avoids unnecessary clutter. The taillights are another retro-modern wind-circular-like. The headlights, but equipped with LED tech for better visibility. The rear bumper, like the front, is chrome-plated in higher trims, giving it that extra bit of shine. The bed itself is practical, with a standard 5'11" length that can extend to over 9 feet with the available multi-flex midgate, a clever feature that lets you fold down part of the cab's rear wall for extra cargo space. Whether you're hauling vintage crates to a car show or modern gear for a weekend adventure, this bed has you covered. The overall rear design feels functional yet stylish, perfectly balancing the truck's workhorse roots with its showstopper appeal. Stepping inside. The interior of the 2026 Chevy 3100 is where the past and present really come together. Slide into the cabin, and you're greeted by a space that feels both nostalgic and cutting edge. The seats are upholstered in premium materials, think durable. Vinyl in base models or supple leather in higher trims, with options for two-tone color schemes like tan and black. The bench seat option gives that authentic 1950s vibe, but you can also go for modern bucket seats with lumbar support for extra comfort. The dashboard is a masterpiece, blending retro-inspired gauges with a modern 11.3-inch digital instrument cluster that's customizable and crystal clear. In the center, there's an available 14-inch touchscreen infotainment system running Chevy's latest software, complete with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a premium Kenwood sound system. It's a far cry from the Spartan cabins of the original 3100, but the designers nailed the retro aesthetic with chrome accents, vintage-style knobs, and a classic steering wheel that feels substantial in your hands. You've also got modern amenities like available GPS navigation, cruise control, and even a backup camera for added convenience. The cabin is spacious enough for 3 adults on the bench seat, and higher trims offer luxuries like heated seats and vintage air conditioning to keep you cool on those hot summer drives. It's practical, comfortable, and packed with personality. Now, let's get to the heart of this truck, its performance. The 2026 Chevy 3100 offers a range of powertrains that blend classic muscle with modern efficiency. The base model comes with a 2.7-liter TurboMax 4-cylinder engine, pumping out around 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission that delivers smooth shifts and solid acceleration for a pickup of this size. If you want more grunt, there's an available 5.3-liter V8, churning out 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque, giving you that classic American muscle feel. For those looking to go green, Chevy offers an electric variant, the 3100 EV, with a dual-motor setup that produces up to 450 horsepower and an EPA estimated range of 400 miles. The EV model is a beast, hitting 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds, which is wild for a truck that looks like it rolled out of a 1950s diner. Handling is surprisingly nimble, thanks to a modernized chassis and available four-wheel drive on all models. The suspension is tuned for a balance of comfort and capability, so whether you're cruising highways or tackling light off-road trails, the 3100 feels composed. Towing capacity maxes out at 7,700 pounds for the gas models and 12,500 pounds for the EV, making this truck as practical as it is stylish. Fuel economy for the gas engines is respectable, with the TurboMax hitting around 19 mpg city and 23 mpg highway, while the V8 is closer to 17 mpg combined. The EV, of course, offers the equivalent of 70 mpge, making it a standout for efficiency. Let's talk pricing. The 2026 Chevy 3100 starts at around $35,000 for the base model with the TurboMax engine and rear-wheel drive. That's a solid value for a truck that blends classic style with modern tech. Mid-tier trims like the LT with the V8 and more features come in around $45,000. If you want the fully loaded Apache trim with all the bells and whistles, leather, premium audio, and chrome everything, you're looking at about $55,000. The electric 3100 EV starts at $50,000 for the standard range model and can climb to $65,000 for the max range. Trail Boss trim with all the off-road goodies. Compared to competitors like the Ford Ranger or Toyota Tacoma, the 3100's pricing is competitive, especially given its unique retro appeal. Keep in mind, though, that fully restored classic 3100s from the 1950s can fetch $30,000 to $50,000 at auctions. So the new model's price feels like a bargain for what you're getting. For suggestions, here's my take for potential buyers. If you're a classic car enthusiast who loves the look of a vintage truck but wants modern reliability, the 3100 is a no-brainer. Go for the V8 if you crave that old-school rumble, but don't sleep on the electric model if you want jaw-dropping acceleration and lower running costs. The base TurboMax is great for budget-conscious buyers who still want a capable truck, but I'd recommend stepping up to the LT trim for the extra tech and comfort features. If you plan to use this as a daily driver, the four-wheel drive option is worth considering for added traction, especially if you live in an area with rough weather. For collectors, the Apache trim with the two-tone paint and chrome package is the one to get. It's a showpiece that'll stand out at any car meet. One thing to watch out for, while the retro styling is a huge draw, make sure you're okay with the slightly less practical bed size compared to a full-size truck like the Silverado. Also, check out the available packages like the Premium package. For the EV, which adds cool features like Super Cruise and a spray-on bed liner, before we wrap up, let's address a quick note. There's been some online chatter questioning whether the 2026 Chevy 3100 is real, with some calling it AI-generated.